Hey everyone and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be updating you on a lot of new makeup by Essence and Catrice. Recently I did a video where I hauled all of these and I did like a first impression, but since then I've tried them out all a lot more and I can't wait to share my thoughts. So let's get right into this video. So if you haven't been on my channel before, my name is Marley and I love making YouTube videos about makeup and beauty. I love doing looks, swatches, reviews, will I buy it videos, all those kinds of things. So if that sounds good to you, then don't forget to subscribe. I usually upload about 2 to 3 videos a week and would love to see you again on my channel. So I will link the video down below where I hauled all of these things. There I also show some application. I tried some things on. So if you're curious to see some of these products in action, then you can go to that video. But here I'm just gonna talk about my thoughts after using all of these just a few times. So what should we start with? Let's start with this Hello Good Stuff Matte and Glow bronzer. This bronzer has some pros and cons, but in generally I really like it. So the things that I don't love as much is this one is really powdery. So there's a lot of kick up, it goes everywhere. So that's a thing, that's a part of it. And then what I also don't really love about it is the scent. The scent is just a little bit too in your face, but not in a good way. Like, it doesn't smell good. It smells like when you sometimes buy these natural products, they sometimes have this kind of weird scent because they didn't put any perfume in it. And it just smells like dirt or nature or something like that. Not like, it doesn't like smell bad, but it also doesn't smell good. It just smells like cacao, like the powder you use to make chocolate, but then mixed with dirt, like mixed with earth. So it smells really like, it smells a bit odd and it smells a bit too earthy for me. It is a scent that is quite in your face. You're gonna smell it. But if you don't mind those two things, I really like it. What I really like about this bronzer is that it's just really easy to blend. It has a really beautiful natural sheen on the cheeks. It's just such an easy bronzer to work with, and I think especially if you have a lighter skin tone, then this is such a nice one. I'm of like a light skin tone and this one is almost too light for me. It works. It does bronze me, but it's not like a harsh bronze. I could like keep building this up and keep building this up and it wouldn't really matter. I'm dropping things, sorry about that. So it doesn't really matter how much of this I apply, it still works, it still blends out. I feel like the powderiness causes it to blend better. So if you're of a really light skin tone, if it's hard for you to find a bronzer that's like cool enough, light enough, this is a really nice one. I really like the finish, I really like the color of this one, but I think I'm not really gonna use this in the summer when I have more of a tan. I don't think this is gonna be like the best color for me. This is the shade 10 Cocoa Cool. There's also one shade darker. So if you're like my skin tone or a little bit darker, then I would definitely recommend getting that one. But I'm happy that I picked this up. It's not perfect, but I do really like using it. I do really like the effect and I just love how easy it is to apply and blend out. It's like, you can't really like make a mistake with this one. It never looks blotchy, it never looks like too much or weird. So I really like this one. Let's get on to these new CleanID Ultra High Shine lipsticks. I had 2 shades, I bought 2 shades and this one is in the shade Tank Nude Next. This is a bit of a darker one, and then I also got a bit of a lighter one, and this is the shade Make It Nuder. So these lipsticks aren't like extremely shiny. They have a really beautiful like creamy shine. I do think they look very healthy and flattering on the lips. I really like this formula, I have to say. It's just such a nice beautiful finish. It's like a shine, but it's also like a cream. It's like a creamy shine. And I think it just looks so flattering. So I wouldn't say that it's like ultra high shine, but I don't mind that because I do really like this finish. I do really like these colors. The wear time is like fine. It's not the best, it's not the worst. But it's also a bit hard to test out, I find, in my current situation. I'm home a lot, I'm home all the time, and usually I don't really wear a lip product like all day or go out with it and then go out and eat with it and things like that. But so far I'm really enjoying these 2 lipsticks, especially this lighter one. Every time I wear this I feel so beautiful. I feel like I look a lot more tan and it's just such a flattering shade. It's like a cool toned nude, but because it's more see-through. It's a little bit sheer. I feel like it works really well. Because if this color would be like totally opaque, it wouldn't work. But I love this kind of see-through shiny quality that these have. So actually I'm really impressed with these, and every time I wear them I just feel like my lips look really good, even though it's not like the shiniest thing ever. So if you're looking for like a really shiny lipstick, then I would go with these Power Plumping Gel Lipsticks by Catrice. These are like a gloss in a stick. These are just really shiny. It really looks so juicy on the lips, almost like you're wearing a gloss. It has this see-through quality to it. It's just so nice and glossy. And so I have the shade 170, and this is kind of like a light nude, and I feel like this type of color works so well in this formula. I just feel like it's so flattering, and in this type of formula you can get away with like a bit different colors than maybe you usually would, because it looks a bit more natural, because it blends in a little bit better with your natural lip color. So I also got this one in the shade 150. This is like a light red, see-through light red, and I love this one. This is such a beautiful color, and I've been really enjoying wearing this one since I got it. These lipsticks, this formula isn't new, and I think there are a lot of people out there who have already tried it, who've already reviewed it, but this was the first time for me to try these, and these were new colors, and I just really enjoy this formula. I think if you just want a comfortable, hydrating, shiny, sheer lipstick, then this is a really good place to start, because they're just so affordable and great quality. Then I also bought this new shade in the blush. This one is in the shade Breezy. It's kind of like a toned down coral shade that I think would work well for more cooler skin tones or more warm skin tones. It's not like orange, it's a nice in between a pink and like a more peachy shade. It's a little bit toned down. I thought this was just a really nice color, and this is a formula that I've been raving about on my channel. I've already talked a lot about other shades in this range, and I just think this is such a nice formula. It has such a nice natural sheen. It just blends into the skin very well. It has a nice pigmentation to it. I really like these blushes, and I really like this color. Then this is a lip gloss that isn't new, but I cheated a little bit with some of these things. Some of these things aren't like completely new, but I just still wanted to throw it in here just to share my thoughts. And this is like the most glossy gloss I've ever tried. It is so glossy that it looks almost as if your lips are covered in water, like they're dripping wet. It's so glossy. I think if you're a fan of a really glossy see-through gloss, this is such a nice one. I'm not entirely sure myself if I'm gonna be using it a lot. It's not sticky, it's really affordable, it's really glossy. It's just a really good product, such a glossy gloss. Definitely would recommend if you're a fan of just a clear gloss that looks like a wet on the lips. I was actually really impressed with this one. When I was younger, I always was a bit scared to buy Essence lip glosses because I was scared that they were gonna be too sticky. But I actually really like them. So I had to close the curtain because the light was getting a little bit weird, a little bit funky. So I hope it all still looks good. That's why the lighting changed a bit. So let's move on to this Catrice Prime and Fix Spray. I've used this quite a bit when I've been wearing masks. I don't go out a lot right now, so I haven't like really put this to the test, but so far I really like it. As far as I've tried it, I've worn this on top of my makeup on the masks and I've liked it. What I especially like about this spray is that it doesn't irritate my skin, but it still keeps on my makeup very well. If I've applied this and let it dry and then went somewhere and had to wear a mask for a little while, my makeup still looked very good afterwards. It didn't feel sticky, it didn't feel uncomfortable. I really like the spray on this one. It's fine. It doesn't leave like weird droplets. Before I had this one, I used another spray by Catrice, but that one was really sticky. It felt like a film on the face, and that one also left like droplets on the face. And also if you applied that one too much, then it mixed a bit too much with your makeup, and then your makeup could even go off your face faster because it would be too emollient, like too sticky, and it would stick to your mask. So I like this one way better. I just think this one has everything I need. I think if you want something that isn't gonna irritate your skin but still is gonna keep on your makeup, this is a really nice choice. I've really been enjoying this one. It's also in a really nice small bottle, easy to take with you if you want to reapply your setting spray. If you have sensitive skin like me, you want your makeup to stay on, definitely check out this one. Then I bought two kind of like lip treatment products. First up, I bought this Lip Pyjama night mask. This one has hyaluron gel and shea butter. This one definitely has some pros and cons. It is hydrating, it is nice for the lips, but I don't love the scent of this one. And the pigment, like the color of this product, is a little bit purple. So if you want to use this throughout the day, it is gonna look a little bit weird, and I don't love that. I want to be able to choose when I wear my lip products, when I wear my lip treatments. Even if they are called Lip Pyjama, I want to be able to use them through the day if I want to. So it is a little bit purple, and then also, it's a little bit grainy on the lips. It doesn't feel like soft and plush and like nice and comfortable. It has some grainy texture to it, which I don't love. So all in all, I don't think this is the best experience. It does hydrate, but all the other things like the scent and that color and that grittiness, don't love this one. Then this one I do really love. This is the Powerfull 5 Glossy Lip Oil by Catrice. This one is so nice, hydrating and plush on the lips. It makes your lip look so good and like glossy and healthy. It also hydrates them so well. It has a slight tint to it that also makes them look just a little bit more healthy. There are a few different colors, but it's just slight. You can wear this if you're not wearing any other makeup. This is just so comfortable, so hydrating. I love this one. I like this one better than the liquid lip balm that Catrice also has. I feel like that one can be a little bit sticky, but this one is just really like soft and comfortable on the lips. So I think this is my new favorite like hydrating lip product from Catrice for sure. I think this is just so much better than that lip balm, and I already really liked that lip balm, but this has taken the crown for sure. Then I also bought this Wonderful Pink and Proud blush by Essence, if I can manage to open it. So I also bought this Essence a Wonderful Pink and Proud blush. This is kind of like your warm coral shade with a golden glow. So I actually really like this one, but I feel like the packaging is unnecessarily bulky. It's not that attractive, it's not that pretty, so I don't feel like there's enough reason for it to be this bulky. I would rather have a little bit more of a sleek packaging, a little bit more slim, a little bit more easy to store. But this is just a really nice glowy blush. It's kind of like a blush lighter. It definitely has this really apparent golden glow. I think it has nice pigment to it. I really liked wearing this one. But then I also bought this blush, and this is the Catrice Oil-Infused blush, and looks kind of similar, right? But I was just really curious, so I was like, I'm just gonna try it. And also I thought it would be good to tell you the differences between these two blushes so you know which one you should pick up. Are they too similar? So that was kind of like my thought process behind that. So this one is a little bit more smooth, a little bit more lightly pigmented. It still has that golden glow, it still has that corally shade, but it's just a little bit more creamy, a little bit more soft, and a little bit almost less chunky. But I wouldn't say that the Essence one is chunky. It's just a little bit more, in your face. It's more visible. That golden glow is really apparent. It's not like there's glitter in it. It looks almost a little bit more chunky on the cheek. So if you want something that's a little bit more lightly pigmented, a little bit more creamy, it has a little bit of a softer golden glow, no shimmer in there whatsoever, and you want a little bit more of a sleek packaging, then I would definitely go for this one. I just feel like the differences are quite slight, but they are different. One is just more creamy, the one is a little bit more glowy and a little bit more pigmented. So it's kind of like whatever you want, and the Essence one is a little bit more affordable, but also that one is limited edition. So that's also why I wanted to get the Catrice one. I personally would go for the Catrice because I like the packaging more, and I just like that creaminess that it has, and it's just really easy to build up, really easy to wear. You can't really go wrong with that one. So I also bought 3 of the new lipstick colors that Catrice has. This is not like a new range, it's not like a new formula, but I did want to talk about them because these colors are really nice and I've really been enjoying them. So first up I got this shade, this bright pink. This one is called pink addiction, this is such a nice one. It's such a beautiful, vibrant, like red pink, almost neon, but not too neon that it's not wearable. This is just such a nice bright shade. Definitely recommend this one. If you're looking for like a bright pink lipstick for like spring and summer, this is a really nice color. Then next up, I also got the shade From Rose with Love. This is kind of like your bright rose shade. It's a little bit more bright than other rosy shades that I have in my collection. It definitely makes an impact, but because it's rosy, it's still really wearable and it's a little bit more soft. It's kind of like a nude but more bright, and I really like that, and I just think this is a really nice shade. And then next up for these lipsticks, I also got the shade Breathless Berry, and what I really love about this one is that it's a berry but it's also nude. It's like a nude berry, but it's not too gray in undertone, it's not too cool, it still has a little bit of warmth in it, which makes it really wearable. So this is like a berry that you can wear every day. It has such a nice undertone, it's really soft but still has some punch to it, some color to it. Really enjoy this color. Then I also tried this Volume and Lift Brow Mascara Waterproof by Catrice. This was one of their new brow mascaras, and I was a bit on the fence about it. I was a bit unsure. I've used it quite a lot of times and I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. This has a really nice flexible hold. It has a really nice small brush that you can brush through your brows. It's really nice to apply the product with that. This one is like, if you want a little bit more of a natural flexible hold, it's really nice because your brows don't fall down, but it doesn't feel like they're glued to your face. So it's a bit up to you if you will like it. I feel like it has a nice hold, but sometimes I just want something that is a little bit more firm. And also this color is a little bit lighter than I would usually go for. That makes it also a little bit harder to shape my brows. What I usually like to do with my brow mascara is actually creating a bit of shape in my brows. So that's not something I could do with this one. But if I don't look at that, if I just put that to the side, then I really enjoy this one. It just has a nice hold. It just works very well. It's easy to apply. I just had to get the hang of this one a little bit because it's so different from what I usually use. But I think in general, a lot of people are gonna like this brow mascara because it's just a nice formula, a nice wand. It's just a nice, decent brow mascara. It's not gonna be like my new favorite. Maybe if I had like one shade darker, but I really like it. So it kind of depends on you. Do you feel like you will like a little bit of a softer, flexible hold? Then you might like this one. I feel like I've saved the best for last. These two products have really blown me away. Let's start with this liquid highlighter. This is such a nice natural highlight. It is really easy to blend out. It's a beautiful champagne skin tone color. And once it's blended out, once you've applied it, it dries down really fast and then it stays on the skin very well. It works very well on its own, but it also works very well as like the basis for a powder highlight. What I just really like about this is that it's so easy to blend out and then it just stays. It doesn't feel tacky, it doesn't feel sticky. You don't have to worry about it. Once it's set, it's set. And it just has such a nice glow. It's not like the most beaming metallic. It just blends into your skin and looks like it's your own natural glow. So maybe you've been eyeing some of the higher end liquid highlighters. Maybe you've been eyeing the Charlotte Tilbury one. I feel like this could be a pretty good alternative. Although I haven't tried that one, but this is really nice and easy to work with. I'm not really into like liquid products or cream products, but I really didn't mind using this because it was just so easy to use. I just take a little bit, dab it on, spread it out with my fingers, wait for it to dry for like 10 seconds, and then I apply the rest of my cheek makeup. So really been loving this. I think it's so great that an affordable brand is coming out with such a nice liquid highlighter. Now this one has really blown me away, blew me off my chair, blew me out of the window all the way on the street. I was blown away. So the first time I used this in that video, I was kind of like, does it do something? Doesn't it do something? I was a bit unsure. Then I watched the footage back and I was like, my skin looks so good. And then every time after that I've used this one, I've been like, my skin looks so good. This makes my skin look so even, and it just brings a little bit of color to it, evenness. It just looks more smooth. It's so slight, but it just makes everything look just a little bit better, and I've been loving it. This one is just so great for when you don't want to wear like foundation, you don't want something with a lot of pigment to it, you don't want something that you're gonna feel on your skin, that you really have to think about, that you maybe have to set. This is just if you want something extra, if you want your skin to look just a little bit better, but you don't want it to cause any fuss. If you don't want to have to worry about blending it out, about it looking patchy, about it looking unnatural or too cakey, or about it creasing throughout the day, this one is just great. It's just such a lightweight product. You don't feel it on the skin. It's like really thin, so it can't crease. And because it's so lightly pigmented, it can't look weird. It doesn't really matter if you blend it out perfectly, your skin is gonna look good because it's not too pigmented. And I don't wear any foundation, but I do really like this one. I think this is just a nice one if you don't want to wear foundation, or you have like a no makeup day, but you just want to look a little bit more fresh and you just want your skin to look a little bit better than it usually does. Then I think this is just such an amazing product for that. This is just like no fuss, no problems, looks a lot better. And I just apply a little bit, like dot a bit over my face. I take a brush, but you can also do it with your finger, just blend it out quickly, and it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel heavy, you don't feel it like when you touch it. I'm not wearing it right now, by the way, but when you touch it, it just feels like your skin, but a little bit softer. I feel like all the things that I wouldn't like about wearing a foundation, this one doesn't have. It's just a bit extra and it's just so easy to use. The only thing that I don't like about this one is that it has vitamin C, and I've been a little bit scared to use it because of that, because I always use niacinamide, and niacinamide and vitamin C don't work the best together. So I've been a bit scared. I don't know if I should just try it on my usual skincare, but I do feel like I need niacinamide in like my daily skincare routine to help with preventing breakouts and things like that. Because of that, I don't always grab for this one, because then to use this one, I kind of have to change up my routine a little bit, change up my skincare a little bit. So that's why I haven't been using this every day. But aside from that, this is just really great. So those were all my thoughts for the new Essence and Catrice products that I've tried. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these products. What are your opinions about them? Do you agree with me? Do you not? I always love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And then I will see you in my next one. Bye bye!